Angus, thank you for coming back into the Graduate Recruitment Company. Great to see you again. Obviously, the last time you were in this building, we were trying to help you find your first job in sales. So, first of all, tell me about what it was that made you decide that you wanted to work in sales.
Hi Jenny. There were kind of quite a few reasons I wanted to go into sales. I'd say the main reason for me is what I really enjoy about sales is it's very people orientated. It's a lot of interaction with people, and that's something I really enjoy. I also really like that it's very targeted. You've got goals to work towards. I think I'm quite a motivated person, so I like having these goals, and I know that's what I've got to work for. And you get really rewarded when you do hit your goals. So I really like that the harder you work, the more you get rewarded. And also, I just really enjoy kind of working in the media industry. It's a really fun, lively and creative industry to be part of.
Great. So when you started your job search, how did you come across the Graduate Recruitment Company and what made you decide to come and register with us?
Yeah, initially it was actually just from a Google search you came up. I was looking at, I really needed some advice on how to start my career. I thought a recruitment consultant would be the best one to do. And the Graduate Recruitment Company was specialising in graduate roles, so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity. So I spoke to one of the consultants and they were really friendly, really wanted to know about me, what I was looking to do. So that really kind of made me interested in the company. And then I came to the initial day and everyone just seemed so interested in what I wanted to do and how they could help. So that was really what generally attracted me to the company.
Brilliant. And how did we help, obviously, with your job search along the way? What experience did you have, obviously, working with us?
Oh, to be honest, you were absolutely fantastic. I mean, I couldn't say anything, I don't know how to describe it in words apart from brilliant. Really helpful. You really took an interest in what I wanted to do, what kind of industry I wanted to go into, and then as soon as I kind of was signed onto your books, you're sending them out to interviews straight away, so it was really quick turnaround, really moving quite quickly. And then during kind of the process of applying to the jobs through the interviews and the second stages, I was given lots of different good advice from my consultants. So they were really supportive, how I was feeling about the role, what preparation I should do before the interviews, and they were generally interested in me making the right choice and getting the right job for me. And I just felt like they genuinely cared about me.
Great, that's all good to hear. So obviously now you've been in your role for 8-9 months?
9 months, nearly coming up to 10.
Wow, so. Okay then. And how have you found, obviously, those first 10 months in media sales?
Absolutely loved it. The company I've joined is quite a small company, which I've loved. So the commercial team I'm on is quite small, which I've really enjoyed because I've settled into the company really quickly. They've trained me up really well. I've loved doing all the sales aspect of it, learning more about the industry, and I work on a job board, so it's all online, so I really enjoy it. It's very fast paced. A lot of people are calling you and then suddenly you've got all these big exciting proposals to write for clients, so I really enjoyed that aspect. And then when you hit target, it's a really satisfying thing to do. And since I've joined and my manager, we joined kind of relatively at the same time, and the job board's had a huge amount of growth, so it's been a really kind of exciting and a successful time to join the company, and also because it's such a small company, they've invested a lot in me and maybe taught me a lot more than if I was part of a large company, so I'm very involved in a lot of different aspects of the business such as marketing, and I do the social media for the job board as well, so I really enjoy being part of a small company for that reason as well.
Brilliant, okay then. So obviously what do you think it is that it takes somebody obviously like you going in as a graduate to be successful in a media sales role? You know, what targets are you working towards, and what skills does it take to really thrive?
Yeah, I think you have to be really motivated and focused. Each month I've got huge targets to hit, so you have to have that fire in your belly to hit that target, and then once you've done it the next month you have to refocus yourself and do it all over again. So I think you need to be really focused and motivated. You need to have that determination in you, and perseverance. I think you can get no's quite often, so I think it's about picking yourself up and how to move forward. And then in the sales aspect, I think you need to be really good at interacting with people. I think it's all about networking and creating good relationships with people, and the better relationship you have with someone, the easier it is to sell to them and meet their needs. I think it's also really important to understand your product really quickly, and then understand what your client wants and then how your product can meet your client's needs. So those are kind of the main things I would say.
Okay, brilliant. And what challenges can somebody expect, obviously, from a career in media sales?
I think challenges, I think initially for me, because it was my first actual proper career job, it was quite a steep learning curve, so I had lots to learn when I first started, which I did actually really enjoy because I love learning. So you've got to be very open-minded and really act as a sponge and really learn everything that you're getting told. I think some of the challenges are, part of my job involves cold calling, and I think that can always be quite daunting because you're speaking to someone you've never spoken to before. And there's always you can always get a no, so I think you've got to be really persevering, and you've got to be really focused on how, when you're making that call, how that can benefit your client. So I think that's probably one big challenge, and always just staying really focused and motivated.
Okay, then brilliant. And finally, what advice would you give to the graduates out there that are considering media sales as a career?
I would say don't give up. When I first started my hunt, it's a very competitive market, so I think you really need to have a think about what you want to do, what industry you want to go in, so you've got a specific area that you can target rather than floating in lots of different directions, because that can be quite, it's never beneficial. I would also say when you start interviewing to always give it your 100%, because you only get one shot at it in an interview, so make the most of it and don't have any regrets. And I would just say to always be really positive. I think positive thinking is hugely important, especially when you're job hunting. So I think you've got to have that, and also to believe in yourself, believe in the skills that you've got and how you could be a benefit to a company.
Brilliant. Well, Angus, it's been so lovely to have you back, and it's great to hear that you've been, really successful in the company that we placed you in, and hopefully we will see you again soon.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jenny.